Happy Friday, everybody. Today is April 28th. I just woke up. I have my stress buster tea because I need it in this crazy time. And I am currently working on packing up some crystals from my collection that I've sold. In order to live in the RV, I'm gonna have to either store or sell a lot of the things I have and go very minimal. So as a former crystal store owner, I have collected a lot of crystals over the years, and I'm having to have a big lesson in non-attachment by letting a lot of them go. And I'm very lucky that I have friends who support me, and I'm friends on Facebook with a lot of my customers. And so I know that they're all going to find great homes, and then that will give me a little bit of extra cash, either for the RV or when I get on the road to have a little bit of extra money. So I have some pieces like these that are very large and very beautiful, but this is just amethyst. This isn't like a crazy expensive thing, but this one actually has some sentimental value, so I'm going to keep it. I'm going to store it at my parents' house while I'm traveling. But then on the other hand, I have things like this. This is cobalto calcite, and it's harder to find in this gemmier state. And then this is charoite, and this comes from the highest point in Russia, and you can't get this anymore because the government took over the mine. So this piece has really gone up in value because it's really hard to find. So there are things like these that I feel like are an investment, and I'm going to keep and store and not sell. On the other hand, I have pieces like this K2 stone, or like this authentic malachite, or this labradorite palm stone that I just kept just to have a piece of it, or it called to me at the time, but it doesn't call to me anymore. And so I'm looking for homes for things like these. I have tumbled stones, I have all kind of stuff that it's just time to let go of. So that's what I'm working on today. Some people have bought some things, and now I'm calculating shipping and packaging everything up. Along with my crystals, I'm also selling my pottery. I just got back into the pottery studio about a month and a half ago, and I'm really sad that I am leaving my pottery studio because I love it so much. But I'm happy that I took like literal dirt and I made it into something beautiful, and I'm really excited. I'm really excited for people out there to have something that I made, that I bought with hours of my life, that I made with my hands, and that I fired and I put through the fire and I glazed and I pulled out, and they turned out so beautifully. So I'll be sad to let a lot of my pottery go, but at the same time, I'm glad that there'll be people out there who appreciate it. I just have so many things, so many large crystals and mementos and things that I've kept, and I'm not keeping all of it, but definitely some of it is going into storage. Some of it will be decorating my new RV. And then I have all of these clothes, and there's just no way I'm going to be able to take all of these with me, plus that bin of storage, plus this bin of storage. I got to get rid of it all. I also have these boxes that are just filled with random things that I haven't really needed, so all of those will be gone. And then I had a small eBay store for a while, and all of these packing materials that I'll be giving to my mother because she actually has her own eBay store, and she's who taught me. So those will be going there. And yeah, I'm very blessed that I kept all of these boxes because I need to pack up. On a real note though, it is really hard for me to give up my things. I have collected crystals and my pottery, and I have clothes from all different time periods of my life, and to finally say now is the time to let these things go so that I can become a different version of myself, a better, higher, happier version of myself. I do feel some resistance, but at the same time, I know it's what needs to happen. And then actually the process of going through everything and looking at everything and feeling the energy that's in them and what's attached to them and the memories that you made with them is also really difficult. A lot of the things that I have don't have the best memories attached, or it was with people and partners and family that I will never see or speak to again as long as I live. And I don't think that I like who I was when I was wearing those clothes, or I acquired those things, or I have gifts from people that I don't want anymore. And so I feel like I'm shedding an old layer of me by practicing non-attachment and getting rid of these things. But just as any human, there is that resistance, and I'm really having to lean into that and know that it's good for me to be doing this, that I have so many things and I'm so blessed, and I want other people to be blessed by them, and for letting that go to create more space in this new life that I'm making for myself. And space is what I need, and healing is what I need, and letting go of old energy is what I need. It even came to a point the other day that I was just so stressed out and frustrated and feeling my feelings that for the first time in 2.5 years, I thought of cutting off my hair and brushing them out and not having them anymore. When I created these, I was in a really, really dark time in life, and the person who made them for me was not my friend. And ever since I've had them, my life has been chaotic and in turmoil and so much pain and heartbreak. And it made me think, you know, hair holds on to energy, and locks are extremely spiritual. And would I be better off, now that I'm purging my life, would I be better off cutting them off and maybe giving myself the long, you know, freedom of long hair again? But I don't think I'm ready for that. And that's still my attachment speaking, and that's still okay, that this is a process. And I'm literally changing my entire life from one extreme to the other. So I'm trying to have compassion for myself and take things one step at a time. So tomorrow, Saturday, Mia and my parents are going to look at some RVs that we found. After work today, I'm going to be packing up some stuff to go store at my grandmother's house, and then tomorrow is an RV day. And it's crazy to me to think that tomorrow I could be leaving there with a new home on wheels that's mine, and that my bank account will be hurting a little bit, but that it will set in. I think it'll finally hit me when I'm driving off the lot and I see it behind me as I drive my truck away, that I'm doing this, that this is for real. I've been looking non-stop at websites to find paid jobs all over the country. I'm mostly looking at the Pacific Northwest. I'm in Georgia. I grew up in Alabama. I've been in the South my whole life, and I figure if I'm gonna do this, why not do it big and go somewhere that I've always wanted to go, which is the Pacific Northwest, you know? I could stay closer to home as my first little adventure in my little stint of RV living, just in case something happened, but I feel like if I'm throwing myself into this, then like I'm gonna do it with everything I have. So I will make a video with my parents touring all of the RVs so that y'all can see that process with me. I want this to be an authentic look at what it's like. I don't want it to be super pretty and super, you know, with all the transitions and the fancy editing and things like that. I mean, maybe one day, but not right now. I don't know how to do all that stuff, but I want it to be an authentic look at what it's like to completely change your life and to give yourself the opportunity to be who you're meant to be. And I hope that y'all will stick around with me. So that's all. Thanks for listening to me talk. I hope that y'all felt my heart and my intention through this video, and that you'll stick around for the next one. Don't forget that you are loved, that you're valid, that your experiences are important to the collective, and that we are one. I love you. Bye.